This is Brian from the Savage Board Gaming channel, reviewing a game of Terraforming Mars with lots of mistakes that I made. This is Brian again. I'm going to review a game of Terraforming Mars I played. I don't get a chance to play this game very often, so I'm not going to say I'm very polished, but we'll go through here, see where mistakes were made, and where we can improve. So this is my starting hand here. We're playing with Prelude. You get 2 corporations to choose from, 4 Prelude cards. I'm going to choose one of those, 2 of these. And then I can buy as many cards as I want for 3 money each, or mega credits, or whatever you want to call them. So, looking at this, I can get a lot of electric tags, or 1 electric tag off the bat, 2. But I didn't think that was the best course, because I'll get 48 money here and power income. So I decided to go with a Ventrix for my first for my corporation, and then I take Business Empire and Self-Sufficient Settlement, and I take those because getting these 3 extra cards for free is like saving 9 money. So technically I have 54 money. This gives me some flexibility, which I'm going to show you where I made a huge mistake. And I probably would have scored way more points if I would have started something a lot earlier. So let's go ahead and go to the first turn. The cards I keep pets. I keep moss, because a lot of times oceans get played really quickly, at least 2 or 3. So I thought that might be good to do. And I take this extreme cold fungus here, which is whenever I can either take a plant or put 2 microbes on another card that takes microbes. So those are the ones I take. I might take 1 more. I think I take this wave power still. So let's see here. Nope, cancel. Okay. Everybody's taking their items here. So I took plantation. Yeah, I forgot about that, because I'm going to start with a science tag already, and I'm going to have a city out on the board. So I play my 2 preludes. I put the city on this volcano spot right here, which gives me another card, which gives me urbanized areas. So this is very good because of my pets. The problem with this is it needs to be in between 2 cities. So if somebody would build Noctis, I could build it right here. Blue places that there. So let me close this up. That is, oh my god, I don't know how to even say that. Bloodrage? I don't know. We'll just call him M for this video. I don't want to butcher his name, so go to next player's turn. He put that there because that's a place where I could put plants also, so it's good for him and it hurts me. So I have to take the 3 cards as my first turn. I get space hotels, which is really good. I get import of GHG gas, pretty good. I get this worms card, which is a microbe. So I have this, so I'm seeing microbes and plants. you know? So that's where I'm like, oh, maybe this is the way to go, right? Play Security Fleet, which is a super good card to play in the beginning if you have titanium production. It lets you build a ship every turn, which gives you a victory point. Cyphra builds a city. He builds it far, far away from me. I'm going to play Space Hotels because early in the game, I feel like you want to get a lot of income, either by raising terraforming rating or increasing your money production, right? So if you don't know this, this is all the production. So right now I only produce 12 money, but if I add to these, I could start producing these at the end of each generation. All this is what I actually have in to use. So okay. I don't have anything else I really can do at this time. So I pass. The first few generations are always like this, where you can only do a couple things and you have to pass to get more money. But I do have a money advantage right now, and I'm seeing some things I like. I had two options there for microbes. I took industrial microbes. I seen that. There's another microbe. I decided to take dust seals. I probably shouldn't have done that, but ants come back around to me. I keep all four. Because I got decomposers, which is really good, right? So go to the next player's turn. So let's look at what they're building, right? So that's me. These are all my cards. So they're getting victory points. He has the spaceship one. Discounts. I like discounts too, but they gotta, you gotta get them. So I kind of didn't have very much opportunity for that in this game. Phobos Space Haven. He's building a second city. So we're racing after these milestones. So for me, it looks like maybe plants might be a good one to go for. 3 greenery tiles. So, because I have this one here, I could always build one from a standard project if I get desperate. And I'm going to lean into plants. I have this too, right? What concerns me is we're not building oceans at all. Okay. So I played my industrial microbes because I'm trying to build up to where I can play this card. So I need as many micro card tags out there as I can get. So right now I have the 1, but I got 2, 3, right? So if I can, and that'll be 4. So I really should have took that over the dust seals, but I looked at it as being slightly cheaper to save money, or to make it so that it wasn't easy to put out, I guess I would say. All right. So my goal here is either to wait till Cyphra builds another city, because you tend to want to build cities like this because they have to be at least 2 away from each other. So if he builds a second city here, I'm going to plop urbanized area right here. Urbanized area right here, right? So that it takes away one of his plant spaces, right? So probably here, because he'll want to build another city here. But unfortunately, he doesn't do that and help me out. And he has 2 cities, so I'm thinking he's going for mayor, which is one of the milestones. So this one. So I'm going for gardener. He's going for mayor. And M is going for builder, right? If you can get 2 milestones out of the 3, it's really good. So here's the draft again. Should have kept the birds too. There's something that pops up later on that maybe I should have. I think this was a mistake, keeping space elevator. I don't know. I should have maybe put an effort into playing it sooner. That's what I think I should have did. But I was so worried about playing all these other cards that I never do get to play it. So, but lava flows is good, right? The problem is with lava flows, you can only play it in certain areas, right? So either Tarsus Tholis, Arceus Mons, Pavonis Mons, or Arcea Mons, right? So those are pretty much up here, right? I put one there. Here's 2 spaces here and 1 space down here. This is going to be a long game, so just be aware of that. It is Terraforming Mars, so it's going to take some time to get through this all. So I must choose, right? I can fund an award, which I don't want to do right now. I don't have a lead in anything or anything I feel like is pretty solid to do because it's so early in the game. I'm not going to do a standard project because it's... What do I? Is this where I build the city? It might be where I build the city. Yep, I built the city there. I got tired of waiting. And I figured Cyphra is already down to 2 money, right? So as long as he doesn't build another city on his turn, then I can steal Mare off of him. That was my thought process. Because I'm going to play urbanized area, and I'll just play it right here. And that is so I can start putting plants around it. Because originally I thought about putting it here, but you'll see I have to change my plans, right? So I'm lagging behind a slight bit, but it is the beginning of the game. I pass. Okay, generation 4 is going to start here. Commercial district. Excellent card for me. I take rad suits just for the money and the victory point. So these are the ones I have here. I keep 3. I get rid of this because I didn't think it really fit in with what I was doing, so maybe I should have. Okay, Cyphra does rover construction. So rover construction. is whenever a city tile is placed, you gain 2 money. So I get a point every time city is placed, and Cypher gets 2 money every time it's placed. And there's another one here. I don't think it's come out yet, but yeah, we all get something basically whenever a city is placed. So I think I have the better of it. So I'm gonna do urbanized area, using the steel to pay for some of it, and then I will fund mayor, and I'm gonna put commercial district right here. That's where I want it. The problem is I don't have energy at this time, energy production, which is going to cost, right? So cost 1 energy production, I'll gain 4 money. So just move on. Now remember, there's a plus minus to all these conditions, at least for the water, the oxygen, and the temperature. So I could have played this one sooner, but I hold on to it for some reason, not thinking. I guess I should be using these nice little nifty cannot play symbols, but once again, that doesn't help me in a real game, right? I pay 6 for the rad suits. Leaves me with 9. I'm going to pass to keep this money, because there's not really anything I can play except for moss. No, it's got to be my own, so I don't have any plants yet. So and I'm struggling to get science tags too, which is really depressing. It's like, come on, just give me 1 science tag so I can raise the oxygen level up. Because once the oxygen level is raised up, I can then play decomposers. Okay. I'm just getting through a lot of the early game here. I mean, there's a lot of victory points here, 4 there. Starting to get victory points here, and a lot of discounts and money right back. And has a way to create oceans, right? So that's all scary. I see viral enhancers. I'm like, yes. I also got another science tag that'll give me the 2 electricity I need to get that plantation going here. So I go first here. Looking at these cards here, I know I need to get this built. So I play the artificial photosynthesis, I believe, right? Let's take it through here one at a time, right? Yep. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And this is the start of when I actually start getting things going, right? We'll just go to next player's turn. We're all still pretty close to each other. Yep, there goes some oceans finally. But I could have played this turns ago as long as I would have got a plant, right? So I got 27 money. I'm going to put out commercial district. Nope, I put out extreme cold fungus. Oops. So that gives me a plant. That's why I did it. This will give me the plant that I need. So I was thinking, how many cards can I play with the money I have? Which might not have been the wisest idea. Maybe holding on to some of these cards, like a turn longer, might have helped. Cypher is doing better in terraforming than we are. So I think that's probably part of my problem. I didn't have anything that I could just lean upon to be, I can get a terraforming rating right now, you know? I was relying on getting cards that would help trigger a bunch of points all at one time. Probably a bad idea without having something to back it up. But then again, I really thought I was going to get a lot of plant production. I pass. Okay. So generation 6, right? These are the cards I have to choose from. I really like Protected Valley here because it's another greenery tile and it gives me 2 money. So I'd take that. The other card that I was really considering was that restricted area card. So I'm drafting towards my right. So clockwise. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This looks good. If try to keep it out of people's hands, it's to TR basically, and 2 plants. So let's just go to the next turn here. Okay, I see Dumb Crater. It's another city. Cities are good for me, but it's also good for everybody right now. So. Plus, I don't know when I'm going to play it. These are all high price cards. And I get restricted area back. So I'm not going to keep all 4 of these. There's just no way. So I keep the Dumb Crater, Protected Valley, and restricted area. Okay. So technically right now I have another milestone I could go for by getting Planner, but I think Gardener is still my best option at this point because, you know, I only have 4. Like, Emma's going to get that one. The way I could stop them, really. So let's just go to the next turn here. Plays mine. And I think also a lot of the problems I was having was I really wasn't like playing. I was almost playing solitaire, which I probably shouldn't have done, right? So he goes there, get the. I think he went to do that to get some steel and to block me, I guess. But that's fine. We end up blocking each other all game long. So let's go here. I play viral enhancers, right? And I play plantation. I play it right here. I think right down here. Yeah. Which finally increases oxygen. And then gives me geez, Brian. Gives me a plant, so I gain 2 plants there. So I'm up to 4. So you're going to hear me lament about certain things I probably should have done, but let's just go here. So I'm going to choose decomposers here. Right? So I add a microbe to decomposers, and I can add to decomposers, right? 2 to decomposers. So that's basically a victory point already. Just from that. So you'll see here, not quite yet. Oh, here it is, right? So these all chain together really nicely. So I got 1 from viral enhancers, 1 from playing the decomposers, and then 2 from cold fungus, right? So yeah, I already got a victory point off of this card, right? And we'll just skip over the other players' turns. Cypher is still building oceans. So his TR rating's going up. So I'm thinking I have to make sure I get the Gardener milestone before he gets up to 35, right? That's for terraformers here. So let's do this one. I can't really do much more at this time. So I go ahead and I sell a card here. I sold the space elevator. I was frustrated at that time that I hadn't played it, and it just seemed to be sitting there, and I had more important cards to play. So I lost 2 money on that, basically. But then again, if I give it to one of my opponents, you know, who knows, it might be worse for me. But I could have drafted it and not bought it. Okay. Still in this round. Why haven't I passed yet? There we go. Okay, I got Inventor's Guild because I felt like they were going to hamper me from getting some of the cards I needed, like any plant, animal, or microbe. And having Inventor's Guild gives me a way of maybe stumbling onto one. Okay. So here is this round. Generation 7. Gonna play Protected Valley. Use 2 steel to make it cheaper. Increase my ME production and place the greenery tile. I place it over here. Of course. It's a 3-point play. So we're all still pretty close here. And then I play ants. My opponent has this card with 3 microbes on it. So ants, if you don't know, I get to basically steal a microbe off of another card. It could be my own or it could be an opponent's, but for every 2 I put on this card, I get a victory point, right? So Decomposers goes off, right? Add a microbe to ants. So I think you can see where this is going, right? So my goal is to play worms. And this is where I start pulling ahead. I get all this bonus stuff because I'm playing these tags that all link together. So as you can see, I now have 4 production in plants, which is more than anybody else. So I probably should have leaned into that a little bit more, but it just didn't seem like I was getting the cards to do that. All right. Okay, I'm going to activate cold fungus. I'm going to put these on decomposers. And the reason why I do it on that instead of ants is because it's every 3. So if I put one here, right, it goes to 11, right? So 9, 10, 11. And then next time I put one on there, it'll go to 12, 13. I think there was some logic I was telling myself where I could get to an even number, right? An even divisible by 3, I should say, right? It can be divisible by 3. Because right now it's 8. It's not. It's only 2 points. But yeah. And my ants had already eaten one off of this card, so it also seemed like I was playing much bigger cards than they were. So you'll see I run out of money even though I have a lot of it real fast each round. Where they'll have a lot, like I'll be at like 1 or 2 and they'll be at 20 still. So I got to figure out what caused that, right? Okay. Still got a money lead. First. So I definitely want to get a plant out if possible. But let's go through the draft. I get AI Central to get more cards drawn. I took that because M had 5 tags already. I didn't want him to have it. Ecological Zone comes out. I'm super excited about that card. So I just keep those 2. Should have got probably Lunar Beam out sooner also. Then I could have took a big hunk out of the temperature gauge, right? Could have got way more of those points. I left them on the board there. But I'd seen a path and I was going to take it as far as I could take it. Maybe that's not the best thing to do. And Cypher takes the heat lead. He's going to produce 8 per turn. I convert. No, I do steel dumb crater, so using steel. I think because I was like, okay, well, I need to get this before somebody else does, right? Put it near the water so I can get a discount. Because I get 2 points or 2 money for each one that's touching my placement there. As you see, Cypher gets 2 ME and M gets an increase in his money production. I get an animal. Go through these. I gain 1 plant for placing it there. Oh, by the way, I did grab Gardener, so I have 2 of the milestones there. And look at this, just from placing Ecological Zone. I have all these bonuses. So add an animal to Ecological Zone, add an animal to Ecological Zone, add a microbe to Decomposers, add a microbe to Decomposers. Gain a plant or add an animal to Ecological Zone. So I gain all this. Alright. As you see, I pulled away from everybody here. So I was doing something good. It's just a slog to get through this. So my end game was terrible, is what I'm saying. I put it right here to mess up his setup for his cities. So So I have a huge money advantage right now. But that's offset by Cyphra's TR rating, right? So he's getting 55. I'm getting 49. So yeah, he's got a little bit of an advantage over me there. And I didn't recognize it at first. I was so worried about these numbers. You forget about this number sometimes. So, at least I do. But I have acquired company still, so. I messed up there. I probably should have used the heat earlier to gain this bonus production. But, oh well, can't cry over spilt milk, right? I do ants. I steal it from nitrate reducing bacteria. I add 2 to the ants. So that's now up to, it's 1 for every 2, so that's 2 victory points, right? Now, M took scientist here. So he funded this award. So whoever has the most science tags at the end of the game gains 5, and whoever has the second most gains 2. So that's a 3-point difference there. So got basically a 12-point lead right now. Finally do that. Should have been done a long time ago. Electro catapult is probably why he's had so much money. So it's right here. So trade in a plant or a steel and gain 7 money. You can do that every turn. So I'm out of money, so we're going to pass here. Pass. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, I have 55 money. Oh, I did have a money advantage. What was I talking about? 8 plus 36 is 44. So, yeah. Can't add today, can't add. All right, so let's see what we get here with the draft. I'm looking here at, I see this come up, I instantly go down here and look, okay. Who has Jovian tags? Oh, look. M has 3 Jovian tags. Cypher has 2 Jovian tags. I just hate draft this because there's no way I'm letting them get that, right? I'm not going to even take it. I'm just doing that so they can't. Here's another thing there. I'm kicking myself, right? I probably should have took this, but I didn't. And it was almost as if I did take it. I drafted, I should say. I should have took it. Okay, I see this. Nothing really exciting. Alright, these are the ones I got. I do take favorites here, but I probably could have took predators. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad card because I probably would have took it if that um, Ganymede colony wasn't there. So, all right, let's go here. I think there is 12 generations in this game, maybe 11. But we're getting to nitty gritty, right? I have a 10-point advantage right now. Another ocean out. So the whole time I've been letting him just get oceans. Like, I don't remember this card coming by me, but maybe if it did, I should have probably took it, right? Okay. I'm up to 66. Increasing my lead. Activate my ants to steal microbe. Do the cold fungus. So that's, I'm going to get a victory point every turn with this cold fungus. So I'm stealing them. He's putting them back on for me. Okay. Finally play restricted area. Once again, oops, map's at the top, right? Looking where can I place this that's going to cause havoc, right? For my opponents. So let's just go here. Place it right here. I gained all this bonus. I think that's why I actually did that, right? Gained all this bonus money. So I got 6 back for that. I played acquired company. Gained some more money. I think I use activate restricted area here. Either that or do CEO's favorite. Yep, CEO's favorite. Put it on my ants. Draw food factory from using the restricted area. Still got a little bit of a gap between us of like 10 points. It's a big lead for this point in the game, but I still need a lot of work on my gameplay, right? I pass. And Cyphro passes. Now he has all this money. So he's saving up for something. I should have like recognized that. So here we go. I have enough to build a plant. Yay. I take that just because I need victory points, right? I take that because there is one more ocean left, but I wasn't thinking at the time. Then I get more oceans. Here's all the ocean tiles, right? And I get psychophiles back, right? Problem with psychophiles is it's max -20, so I can't play it, right? So there's only one good card. I took it. And I've kind of stalled a little bit here because I can't seem to get more plant or micro tags, right? So I should have put out AI Central right now, is what I probably should have did. Let's see what I do. I do the colonizers because I'm worried about this, right? If it gets over 7, then I can't play it. But it's worth 2 victory points. The reason why I can play it is because of my corporation, right? So -2. So 5, right? Now, I still should have played AI Central here. I played Inventors Guild instead. Now, I still should have played... Still should have played Inventors Guild or AI Central, right? Okay. So we're getting close to the end of the game here. So I still should play this thing, but let's see what I do. I put a greenery tile out. I think that was a huge mistake, but... And I did that because they had attacked my plants and knocked me down to where I wasn't going to be able to put a greenery tile. So I figured I'll put a greenery tile here, get 1 greenery, right? Get a terraforming rating, and then I can convert plants and put a 2nd greenery tile out. But Cypher's got a lot of money here. And he has a lot of discounts, so everything's super cheap, and he has super money. So, he's up to 10 plant production, 9 heat. So those are all going to be turned into terraforming rating for him. At this time, he's at 59. I'm at 56 money. I take a chance and take landlords. I think this also was a mistake because I obviously wasn't really able to put out a lot of tiles easily. The ones I did early I did, but then later on I didn't seem to be able to do it as easy as I wanted to. So, and I did that because it's a risk, because once it's out there, then if they pass me, they can score it, right? So I'm saying I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 7. That's a 5 tile difference. And to 5. So, like, I know blue's not in the running, but I really probably shouldn't have done that. There was probably other things I could have done. Like, I probably could have done banker and stayed ahead of everybody. But because I did landlord, I shifted to not worrying about the money so much, the money production. Because, like, this is good money production. But I'm thinking I need plants to build, and then I get that. I got a giant, where was it? I got somebody to take away one of my production end plants. So that hurt. Okay. Greenbill's knocked to city, so he's up to 8. And I'm at 12, so he's 4 away. And here we go. This gets really bad for me. I am still looking for cards, though. Looking for plant tags. I get that. It's garbage. I got plenty of money. I don't need to worry about that. So at this point, look how far ahead I am, right? I am like 16 ahead. And 17 ahead? Yeah, 16, 17 ahead right now. If you see me talking right now, I'm shaking my head because it's a fleeting thing, my lead. So I got a whole bunch of early points and then couldn't capitalize. I should have been pushing harder to, you know, get this game over with. But like all these games like this, like Ark Nova, sometimes you get this almost like glee of saying I can score more points. I can score more points. If it keeps going, I can score more points. But the problem with that is so can your opponents. So sometimes ending the game is the best thing, right? So as you see, Cypher has just made a huge move. He did fish, right? So fish says, add 1 animal to this card, decrease any plant production 1 step, right? To place it. And let's see here. Where did the fish come in? Maybe last turn? Okay. So he was able to add a whole bunch of animals to his fish card. So, and that was because of this card right here, which is huge, right? 2 victory points, 6 victory points for him. And then draw 2 cards. That was, I was like, uh-oh. I knew I was going to get humbled a little bit. Let's just say that. All right, so let's get through the rest of the players' turns. We're almost at full heat, but we have 5 oxygen still. Got one more turn to go here, I think. Maybe 2. I still feel pretty good about landlord because I didn't see this for some reason. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm still at 12, right? I'm first. I'm going to take the last TR for the heat. By playing this right here. The micro tag was useless because it was not playable. All right, let's do this. So I take the last heat. I gain 3 terraforming ratings right there. So I'm up by 11 still. Still should have played AI Central, but a couple of turns ago. Can't play it now, obviously, but yeah. I play Business Contacts instead. And I like, okay. This is unplayable, right? Oh, this is playable. Did I misread that? I think I misread that. Yeah. I should have grabbed that. Yep, I grabbed that. I misread that card. That's why. It's not max, Brian. It's... So I made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to go back and check some of those other cards. Maybe I read it wrong. But this is the learning process. Sometimes you need to get your butt kicked in order to learn, right? All right. So I still have 14 money. I still have a lot to do. Thermalist ward is taken. He did that right after I maxed out the temperature, so. But there's no one that was going to really stop him, I don't think. I mean, M and him are tied, right, for heat. Not a good card at this point. Discard it. The restricted area, hoping for a tag that I can use. It's not really useful, but I don't produce enough electricity for this, right? And I knew I was in trouble at this point. It just seemed like I couldn't stay ahead. I was having trouble scoring victory points at this point in time because, one, M finally got wise to this, and he was spent it before I could steal, right? I mean, it was gone from the beginning of the round, basically. So it like impacted my production on ants, basically. All right, I do small animals. Add an animal to ecological, add a microbe to decomposers, Add an animal to small animals, right? All right. Let me go ahead and skip to the next turn. So Cypher has caught up to me already. That quickly. Got 2 from there. So just over the past few turns, he's been chipping away at me until he finally got me, right? So, yep. I'm just thinking right now, what did I do wrong, right? Like, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He took and tied me there. So, still can't build anything. Goes up to 99. Can't do anything with ants right now, so I just go ahead and skip. Felt kind of deflated about now because I felt like I was playing very well, but I wasn't looking at the long game. He takes over Landlord completely, so I lose some points there. I pass. I'm feeling at this point the game is over because all you have to do is raise the oxygen, but I really had nothing I could do, right? I could have sat here and slowly sold these cards for 1 each, but it didn't get me anything in the end. So my pets are even right now, so I'm getting 5 points from that. Getting 5 points from my decomposers, 5 points from my ants, and 2 points from ecological, and 1 point from small animals. So that gave M hope to catch up with me. He starts catching up with me. But I'm thinking, well, if they end the game right now, I'm going to win, right? Or at least not win, but at least not come in last, right? I do know he's... where is it here? I do know that Cypher is getting points off Jovian tag, so now look how many cards are in the draw pile. all those cars we got rid of earlier might be back in play soon, which is not great. But they do end the generation here. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to build a city, and I get open city in the draft. I'm like, oh, that's great. I get me a actual microbe tag that I can play. So those are the ones I keep, is the open city and the regular theaters. Okay, so I go ahead and, well, let's go through the turns here. Okay, it's a dead heat now for second place. Because we're not catching Cypher. There's just no way. Triggers the end of the generation. Builds a city over here. So I look here. I go ahead and build open city, and I build it, I think, down here. No, up here. Most boring of placements. So I'm looking at this. I got 14, 7, and 16. So I'm 2 behind on Landlord. I don't think there's any way I can catch up with that one, really. But I'm not going to give up quite yet. So I'm up to 15. So I'm 1 behind. So I gained a little bit of a lead back. Now I do have a trick up my sleeve, which actually helps me at the end of here. So. Play Inventors Guild or use Inventors Guild to see if I can get a card. Doesn't work out. I actually do take this though. The reason why I take it is I come up with this cockamamie plan to place it right here. Right? So I got it reserved. That ruins his ability to place a plant there. And you'll say, well, he's got other places to play them. He does. We're tied again for second. Because right now, second's the best I can do, right? Try to draw another card. It's not useful. So it's time to play regolith eaters, right? So I add a microbe to decomposers. Add a microbe to regolith eaters. Okay. I maybe should have grabbed the plant instead, because regolith eaters can do that on its own, but I wasn't thinking at the time. I was still like in panic mode because I thought I was gonna get past here. So then I think to myself, at the end of the game, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to place a greenery and M is not, right? So I'm going to end up winning that battle as long as he doesn't play very much more, right? So I'm going to go through all my card activations, right? I think is why I sell stuff. Yeah, I sell stuff first. And that is because of my evil plan to place down here, right? Which prevents him, Green Cyphera, from putting plants here, or so I thought. He could still put them here, though, so it was just like a Hail Mary pass at the end of a game here to see if maybe, just maybe, this would pay off, right? I probably should have played this instead, though, so... Because look what happens. Everybody gets stuff. Terrible play. Terrible play. Oh, that's also why I did it. I thought it was equal, right? I got a pet. My pets were odd. So by placing that there, I did get a victory point. So it cancels out. So it didn't matter. Not that bad of a play after all. Okay. With at 96. So let's look at my cards as Cyphera's taken their turn, right? I haven't used Extreme Cold Fungus. 2 more would give me a victory point here, but they also would give me a victory point here, but I can eat this off my own card to make this an even number, which will give me a victory point. So there's 2 victory points there. So that's what I do. I activate small animals, which is, you think would be useless, but it's not, because this deck got reshuffled. Activate ants, get a point there. Confirm, right? I'm up to 97, so we're tied again. Boy, that AI Central I should have played generations ago really came in handy for M. So, my game might have been totally different if I would have played that, but it is what it is. I did what I thought was best at the time. Maybe I should have saved all the points for at the end of the game instead of at the beginning. So, Extreme Cold Fungus adds it to this, so this will be a 6 now. I pass, because at this point there's really nothing I can do. So we'll just go through their turns real quick. I still think I could get 2 points at the end to win over M and lose to Cypher. There's really nothing here for me. So I just pass. Then this happens, which really scares me. We're tied again. That's fine. Plays this. Goes to 99 and gains enough to place out a plant. So 2 here cancels out my 2. But look at this. Cypher's going to want to play his plants, right? He's going to give me a point. So I'll get 3 points from that. All right. Moment of truth is coming up for me. Okay, let's go through the points here. Once they decide to quit freaking out, goes up to 101. I'm now 3 points behind, right? So I gained 1 there. So I'm 2 points behind. I gained 3 from that one. And I somehow escape. Lose coming in last. But so, you know, I really didn't have anything supporting my terraforming enough. So maybe I should have leaned into heat early, you know, and took away some of those points that Cypher got early in the game. I don't think there's any way to stop his oceans unless that card came past me. But then again, it might have been other cards there for me to take. But that's this playthrough of Terraforming Mars. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like this content, please like and subscribe. If you see any ways I could improve my strategy in this game, please leave a comment and I'll respond to it. But have a nice day.